crazy last night. Okay. I went in, and now I'm paying for it today. But today we're going to be doing a book haul. A book haul. And I went to this flea market in my area, and they have all kinds of goodies, and I figured out that one of my favorite booths or areas is actually the books. So I feel like books are really cool and a piece of art to have around. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So the first book that I picked up is this one right here. This is a book about Picasso. Now, I don't particularly love Picasso's work, but I can appreciate it. I really just thought this book looked like a cool, vintage kind of thing that I could add to a stack of books, you know what I mean? I feel like books are a fun way to curate, a curated collection of your life and your interests and things like that. So this is representing my oil painting kind of side of myself. And then this just mentions all of the different works of his that are in this book. And on the first page, I'll just read this first little piece right here. This little piece. It says, painting in the 19th century was only done in France and by Frenchmen. Apart from that, painting did not exist in the 20th century. It was done in France, but by Spaniards. And then this talked about in the 19th century that the painters discovered that they needed to always have a model in front of them. So yeah, that is the first book. I like the colors on this. This is very intense. Very in your face. It kind of feels whenever I was looking at the books in the stack, I took this one away and it made it look more pure, my stack of books, but this gave it this edge. So that is Picasso. Next book I love. I don't know if you guys read this as a kid. I honestly don't even recall if I did read this as a kid or not, but Madeline. By Ludwig Bemelem. Y'all, I don't even know if I want to try that. Bemel. Bimmelmans. But the colors and the artwork on this book really got me. I was like, y'all, this is my vibe. And I don't know if you guys know or not, I might have mentioned it a few videos on my channel, but I've been taking French on Duolingo, learning about French language, how it sounds, how things are pronounced. So I just have this affinity towards French culture, I guess. But the illustrations in here, look how cute this looks. This looks what does it say? Place day. Lay on cord. It looks like the schoolyard or something. But look at the little birdies. cyan, magenta, and yellow layer. They're all separate, and this is like the print. Just flipping through. I guess I technically could have read it, but if you guys want like a book reading kind of video, like a story, like reading you a story before bedtime kind of thing, let me know. I feel like I don't know if those do very well or not, or if you guys are even interested in that, but maybe I could like attempt a role play, like tucking you into bed and reading you a story, like self-care. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. I don't know. But yeah, that is this book. The next book is this. It's called Woman as Sex Object. And the second I saw this book, I was like, I need this. The different like chapters and things. I like those sticky sounds. Sticky, 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 sticky. The different titles, it says like eroticism and female imagery in 19th century art. I'll just read some of them. Henry Fuseli's Nightmare, Eroticism or Pornography. What else? What else? The Corset as Erotic Alchemy. The Femme Fatale and Her Sisters. Pinup and Icon. Picasso's Suite 347, or Painting as an Act of Love. So, the reason why I like this is because it looks like a gallery book, like a very artful, kind of like a diving deep into like art history, and it's a pink book, which is so cute. I'll take it out of its little thing. Woman as Sex Object. I'm just very much intrigued by this whole world and the whole like porn. Like, I don't know, y'all. I feel like there is an art behind like the body and desire and kind of creating that space for people to like desire and connect with women or whoever, you know, which is probably like a controversial opinion. And the whole like Playboy situation, that whole franchise, I know is also controversial, but I find it intriguing somehow. I feel like you can find empowerment in your body It's just like these like old scenes. I find it entertaining though. Yikes. This says winding up ladies. Is it like a machine to make it like tighter? So it's just kind of interesting. The vintage imagery. I feel like the beginning has more like colorful images. Renoir's sensuous women. Renoir may be the last of the great sensual painters of ideal women. His attitude towards the nude woman changed as he aged. However, throughout his life, Renoir painted nudes from a man's point of view as a source of delight for men's eyes. In essence, Renoir created an art about women for men to enjoy. That part I feel like is like kind of controversial, right? Like women as an object, like that's the whole point, is that that's controversial. But I feel like women are like we're taking back our power in our bodies. At least like in today's culture. Look how, I think that's beautiful. This little piece of art right here. Looks kind of spooky, but I think it's still cool. The female form. Women are the best. So that is this gem. I so wish I didn't have this fucking thing on my face. I shouldn't have picked it up. Okay, moving along. The next is a magazine. As you can see, it's from Rolling Stone. As you can see, it's from Rolling Stone. Special collector's edition. All about Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan. Now, I won't lie, I don't listen to Bob Dylan, so I'm probably fake forgetting this, but I just thought this picture of him is beautiful. Like, he looks beautiful. Just a little classic, like rock and roll kind of vibe. Although, I don't know, is his music even considered rock and roll? But yeah, I just love like these kinds of magazines. I so wish I still had some of my old ones. I know I used to have like a Julia Roberts one that was really pretty. She was like in denim and it was very beautiful. And then I had a Borat, that freaking movie. And then I had a John Mayer one, which if I got rid of those I'd be sad, and I really don't think I have them anymore. But like the John Mayer one probably would have been my favorite and the one I wish I would have kept. But I just think these are so cool, like old images of stars, particularly like musicians, you know. If you like Bob Dylan, maybe you'll like this. Just flip through some pages. Dylan, the complete album guide. Okay. Next, we have two more books. Two more books. So, the first one is this Dr. Seuss book, Yertle the Turtle and Other Stories. So, I almost wish I didn't spend my money on this now that I'm like looking back. I spent $28 total on all of these things, so like technically that's not bad because if you go to the store and buy a brand new book, I feel like all books now are like $24. Like it's crazy. I don't know. 16 to like 32 I've seen. I don't know. But the reason why I bought this, I know Dr. Seuss is controversial. I don't know if you guys know about that. I think it's some like racial related thing, so like not good, and I don't support that at all. Just to put that out there. But I do like his illustrations in his books, particularly this one. I really liked the fact that it was just blue and green, like a simple palette. And whenever I journal or used to journal, I feel like the way that I drew and like the way that I saw things, like I would see an environment or like a landscape and it would like look similar to this. So I just felt like, oh, that's cool. Like that's how I draw. You know what I mean? I don't know. But also, from like a graphic design standpoint, first of all, I really love this green color. I don't know what it is, but I feel like vintage books in vintage colors, like back in the day, they just looked different. Like I couldn't just go to the store and find a book today that like looked like this color green, you know? I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys saw on Instagram or somewhere on social media, it was like it said like colors in the world are disappearing, and like back in the day there was way more colors on the spectrum, and then they're like slowly like tapering in to like less colors. Maybe this is why, you know what I mean? Like we just used colors more back then. I don't know. But I love like this illustration. I like his use of negative space. All this white space is negative space, and it really like places you in that environment, and it's cool to see people do that successfully, like in a 2D format, aka a book. But I love this green pond. I love that it's not blue and that he kind of like played with color in that way. And like the movement and the way that they like lead to the words. I really like that as well. My nails match. They're green. They're green. One day I want to write a book, and I feel like this sounds silly that like this is inspiring me, but like just to see the way that you can like incorporate imagery into words instead of just like a picture on this side and just words on this side. I like that like there's more movement. Negative space. I think I actually didn't read this one growing up, but to my understanding, I think it has to do with like ego or something, or like getting a little bit cocky and like using other people for your own satisfaction and your own gain, and then that ends up not working. You know, he's the only happy one and all these other people are suffering kind of vibes. So it's just interesting to see like the way that people chose to manipulate images and words and like where they decided to put them on the page and that kind of thing. Even though this isn't like a traditional yearbook. But like I bought this because they have these sections. This one says home is just a word, and then it says it's like photography with a theme. So then you have like different aesthetics and things. Which I thought was neat. And then what's this one? Annie's room. I mean, if you guys wanted to see more of this, maybe I can do a video on my Patreon with like my phone and like going up closer and showing more things. Field studies. This is the girl from the chess show on Netflix, Queen's Gambit. And what am I trying to say? The reason I bought this is to get photography inspiration because I keep putting my artwork on the back burner. But like the way that they're capturing creative moments is really neat to me. It's really neat. Candy apple crime. I love this. I know all this. I'm so bad at showing this. This has like a reflection to it. This image right here. It looks like it was like shot through a window. But yeah, I wanted this to get inspiration and ideas about how to incorporate photography and graphic design and like collage. They like sewed this. It says Camp Rookie. So just, you know, inspiration and ideas essentially. I love just like how this is. Like, it's just cute. There's like lace trim. I'll flip through just so y'all can get more of an idea. Hairstyles of the musicians of the 1980s, a taxonomy. They're so creative. I just like round of applause to these ladies that created this book. So yeah, that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed checking out these books with me. I love books. They're so fun. And I ended up displaying some of them pretty cute in my like living room area, so I'll show you guys that at some point. But yeah, I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching and supporting me and being patient with me as I upload like once every week and a half, I swear. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for continuing to be here and support me. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.